You guys had some fantastic myth ideas in my last video, so I've got an absolute wealth of stuff to go through here. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, this is an ongoing series where I look at edge or fringe questions sent in by the lovely people who watch these videos and attempt to prove them true or false, or maybe potentially, possibly, maybe needs further research. A quick note as to my selection process for this. I choose stuff that I personally didn't know at first glance, and whenever I do choose something, it's from a background of, I wonder how they implemented that. I'll explain what I mean in a couple of these. So, let's go. Insidious works with the Legion's Iridescent button add-on. This one was submitted by Sparks Over. Insidious grants undetectable after standing still for 2 seconds, which will disable your terror radius. Iridescent button, on the other hand, spreads your terror radius map wide when in Feral Frenzy, but does Insidious still block your terror radius when used with Iridescent button? Okay, so I chose this one because it will answer precisely how this add-on implements its effect. Does it, for example, modify the player's terror radius, or does it create a new terror radius? If Insidious doesn't work and the terror radius can still be heard, then the latter is true. It's not really about the effect or outcome, but illuminating how the developers went about implementing this effect. As a game developer myself, I find this sort of thing really interesting. I hope that answers why I sometimes pick things that appear obvious. It's not about the game, it's about its development. Alright, so just for the record, switch, no terror radius. And Insidious is on. Insidious can activate when holding a survivor. This one was submitted by Icy Gaming Rules. We've already gone through Insidious's effect. The question is, if you're carrying a survivor and that survivor doesn't wiggle, will undetectable still be applied? Alert activates when the killer gets blast mined. This one was submitted by Heatwave. Blast mine allows you to set a trap on a generator that explodes when the killer goes to kick it. But as this isn't a completed breaking action, will the killer still be revealed by alert? Any means necessary can cancel out blood favor. This one was submitted by Pimentina. Please tell me if that's right or not. Hex blood favor causes all pallets within a 32-meter radius to be blocked by the entity for 15 seconds. Any means necessary allows you to lift up pallets. So what happens if you try and lift up a dropped pallet that is entity blocked? Did drop pallets even get entity blocked? Vigil speeds up second Renewal's heal time. This one was submitted by Ben_. Renewal applies the broken status effect. After 20 seconds, you lose broken and are healed for 1 health state. Vigil, on the other hand, increases the speed of the broken effect by 30%. But does this also speed up the time it takes to get healed from Renewal? I'm not calling it that. It's second wind. Victor ignores Lightborn and can still be blinded. This one was submitted by Zach White. In the last episode, we established that Victor can be blinded with a flashlight. Usually, perks don't apply to Victor. You can't increase his speed with play with your food, for example. Fuck off, Java. But does Lightborn then prevent him from getting blinded? Using Power Struggle on an infected pallet will make you infected. This one was submitted by Mikai. It's a good thing my job doesn't involve reading out complicated names very often. Power Struggle allows to drop a nearby pallet on the killer when being carried in above 25% wiggle progression. But will doing this cause you to become infected from the plague's infection on an infected planet? You know what I'm trying to say. So there we have it, 8 more myths busted. If you have any suggestions for the next one, please chuck them in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like and a little subscribe. My goal is to hit 30k by the end of the year. We're almost there, so help out if you want. Or don't, that's fine too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.